Welcome, everybody, to another special episode of On the Range podcast with War HOGG Tactical and Kelley Defense. Today is a very special day where we're doing our Army-Navy game special episode. And Rick, I'm super excited. You know how geeked up we get about this. Never miss it. How are you doing today, buddy?
Man, I'm doing great. I just want to thank the viewers, listeners out there for giving us your most precious commodity. And you know what? Since this is the Army-Navy game, and since the Army is going to squish the little squiddies, I think it's only appropriate, since their uniforms represent special forces, to all my Green Berets, wherever you're at, all over the world, it's time to don the Green Beret. Oh, there it is. Pull that bad boy out of the closet right there.
Yeah,
for the Army, because they're going to sit there and crush them. So I saw it only fitting that, you know what, bring this bad boy out of retirement here. Man, been a while since this thing's been on the melon. Boom. I think for this whole episode, I'm going to wear it. Yeah. So as you can see, I think I have probably a little less hair there, or it fit a little better, but I think it'll serve the point. Yeah,
you can't put that away once you pull that bad boy out for the
there it is.
Army-Navy game. Yeah, super excited to be here, man. Glad you're with me again, Rick. I tell you, this is our third one that you and I have been connected on. And this is our second special episode of the Army-Navy game. This is the 2021. Had a blast last year. Going to have another blast this year. Super excited because Army has been on a terror. They have been crushing. They're playing well. And now it's the Army-Navy game. And here we are going up against Navy. And yeah, super excited to be here. What is your, I'll tell you what about the game are you most looking forward to?
You know, I just like the whole rivalry portion of it, but really, I've got to say this year, the Army, my hat's off to them, right? They went and 20th anniversary. They, you know, I think for them going over special forces and adopting that for their uniforms, because they've historically had this organizational uniform trend going on there for a while, dude, I think it's very fitting that they picked it for this year.
Yeah. Makes a lot of sense.
It makes total sense. And here's the thing. I'm a little shocked at the Navy. They I think they lost the mark. I think this would have been even a more epic matchup had the Navy had Naval Special Warfare in there, or the SEALs, you know, brought that, because that would have been a totally dynamic clash between the two. So, I mean, it's bad enough you've got, you know, Army-Navy rivalry. Now to add the two special operations side of it, I think that would have been epic. But once again, as will happen on the gridiron, Navy fell short.
Yeah. So, yeah. Super excited. Before we get going any further, today's episode, wherever you guys are at, thank you for making this part of your day. Today, the episode is brought to you by KillCliff. So go to killcliff.com. First and foremost, check out their products and use the promo code OTR15. Save yourself a boatload of cash. They support a lot of the outreach we do for the LEO programs that we do, Rick, and we're glad to have them on board. And, oh, yeah, by the way, they support the Navy SEAL Foundation. They got a new flavor coming out and drink coming out, the Octane Creamsicle.
So it's got the 125 caffeine, and there still should be, I think that, don't quote me on, but I'm pretty sure it's still 25 milligrams.
Man. They support the Navy SEAL Foundation, and this is the one day coming up every year. The only day that we root against Navy and want them to lose. The only day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And I think, you know, this year, since we're talking KillCliff, I think the donations, any money earned during game day, should be given to the Green Beret Foundation, because I don't see Navy. I see Navy getting crushed, especially as such a powerhouse Army is this year. I just don't see them even making a show. So just kind of my little challenge for my Navy brethrens.
Yeah, and super excited about the game. It is the 122nd meeting. So that means they faced off 121 times before this, started in 1890. So a lot of tradition. You know, my biggest memory is watching that big console wooden TV that sat on the floor. You know, some channels were black and white, you know, because it was old, and every now and then it would crap out on us, but we would always watch it on that. And my dad and I and my brother, we just used to love it. Army-Navy game, even back then, even before I knew I was going to be in the Army, I was rooting Army all the way.
Yeah.
Rooting Army all the way.
No, and that's the beauty, right? So it's one of those traditions that's carried on over time, which is absolutely phenomenal. The one thing, and I was hoping that, last year with them playing at West Point, I would love to see them go back. I think going back and forth between each other's home turf, I think that would be pretty cool. And I get it. I don't know what the seating is down at Annapolis. I think would West Point hold 30,000? Was it? It wasn't a whole bunch. So I mean, I know you're cutting that portion.
Yeah.
But at least, I don't know, maybe every other year, every couple of years, put it back in the academy, because in essence, last year they went to West Point and pretty much said, "Oh, you don't want us? We can't gather? No problem. We'll go to a federal reservation. Boom. Yeah. We'll do what we want." So
yeah, I know it's a big money maker for both the academies. So we certainly understand that, but it was cool seeing them there at West Point last year. Would have been cool to see them either at Annapolis or West Point again, but they're going to be at MetLife Stadium. So in that East Rutherford. Yeah. East Rutherford. So they're going to be there.
Well, and here's part of it, here's part of it too, right? I can't fault them this year for that, because again, 20th anniversary, I believe MetLife is like 11 miles from ground zero, if I recollect correctly, as the crow flies. Obviously not trying to drive. So it's within that proximity. So trust me, I'm all about traditions, but this one here, I get it. It gets you close to, to ground zero, which is, kind of the whole anniversary epic part. We're going on this 20th year. So in that case, yes, it's fitting and I get it, but every once in a while I'll bring it back to the academies.
Yeah. The Commander-in-Chief trophy is already going to be at West Point this year again because of their win over Air Force. But this is still the biggest. This is the biggest game, and it has a lot of tradition. Navy traditionally is winning the over under on the wins. It's like 63 to 51 or something like that. It's a pretty decent margin. They had that run from 2002 to 2015 where they just ran the table, 12 or 13 straight wins. However, we've won 4 out of the last 5. Last year was a shutout. I believe it was 15. Was it 15 or 14 a zip? Something like that.
I think it was 14.
Yeah. So it was a shutout. And this year the Black Knights Army is in the top 20 of scoring and way up there ranking in the time of possession. So it's tough to score points if you don't have the ball. And that's what they do. They eat up clock and they score points. So super excited to see them run all over Navy this year. Like I said, this is the only day we root against them, but we root against them. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And here's the other thing I got to go with, Mark. The Army propaganda machine has been in full steam. I haven't been looking for the Navy, but between the announce of their uniform, it's like, really? All right, you missed the mark on that. Yeah. The Army's PR, has been absolutely just crushing, which that's cool to watch the two sister services, that rivalry there. And here's my thing. I'm going to make a prediction. I'm going to be bold. I'm going to say this year's score, 21 zip Army.
I don't think that's a horrible prediction. Not only do they control the ball and run it well and score a lot of points, they also don't allow a lot of points.
Yeah.
I know that their defense is pretty stout, especially in the type of offense that Navy's going to be bringing. I think they're in the top 20% or a top 20 ranking in defense as well, points allowed. So it's going to be it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for Navy, not having the ball when they do. It's going to be tough sledding. I mean, that's like 8 miles of tough road to low crawl across with the Army's defense. And speaking of the uniforms, I think you're dead on. I know there was a few things that you would like to have seen on there, but overall, I think Army did a great job. And let's talk about Navy first. Let's talk about the uniforms. This is a big deal. Before, and I don't think this started all that long ago. Maybe 2008 or 2007 when they started rolling out. I think Army started with the that digital pattern on their helmets or something. I don't think this has been going on, for a great deal of time, but they've really taken it to heart.
Yep. Yeah, because typically it was, the Black Knights just had, either their black uniforms or the white ones, depending, home or away. But really what you started seeing is, like I said, I think it was around 08-ish, they started trickling some stuff in, and then you just saw this ramp up, between, the Big Red One. I remember they had them for a while.
Yeah.
First Cav was there.
Yep.
Obviously the 82nd.
That's the one I got here from. Yeah. I wear it because I'm trying to redeem it. I think this is the year that Navy beat them.
Okay.
One. So
25th ID.
Redeem them.
Yeah. 25th ID, 82nd. So they're really digging deep into the heritage of the Army itself.
Yeah.
So that and like I said, I think they hit it out of the park on the 20th anniversary to bring it into the Special Forces side. So
yeah, it just makes a lot of sense.
I mean, I would have liked to have seen a little better on the uniform side. That's cool. I mean, they're at least representing there. And then we kind of go over to the Navy side, and it's just like, meh. Nice blue uniform, I mean,
yeah, we're going to show that here in a second. But yeah, the other part about that, the unveiling of the uniforms, it's a lot of fun. They get after it, man. And they like, I think one year they had one of the professional parachuters come in, from the Golden Knights and land on the field to unveil. They do that for the team, and they have all these. Oh yeah. Like one time they rolled out on a snowmobile and stuff to unveil the team, the new uniform. But this one looks badass, man. Badass. So maybe they'll roll out one of the desert cookies one of these times. Knock the dust off of that in the mothballs. So here we're going to go ahead and share the screen, and hopefully everybody will tell us what they think in the comments. Make sure you leave us a comment below. So can you see that okay, Rick?
I got it great, man.
Okay. Yeah. So they got the flight deck out there. And yeah, guys, you're not going to be able to hear this because we don't want to get claimed. Walking on the tarmac with all the F-15s.
But again, it's you already see just from that slight glimpse, they're trying to go the whole Top Gun type route, right?
There it
Fly
is.
Navy.
There it is.
Yeah. Okay. But that was the whole thing is they went, like I said, I think they just missed the mark, man. I got it. You got your carriers and you got your planes and F-18s and cool. However, you got to sit there and turn around and go, you should have done a little research what the Army was doing. And I just think that would have been classic.
Yeah.
Because again, from the battle side, that would have been, here's basically the two forces you've got on the ground.
That was a cool shot there.
Yeah.
Him running down the runway.
Yep.
So
but the two forces you had on the ground versus they've already played their hand, right? So in that case, Fly Navy, you're already in that support role.
Yeah.
Hey man, I'm calling you to drop some bombs. I'm in a pinch. Help the guys out on the ground. Drop me some bombs. So
I'm digging the red, white, and blue.
Oh, it looks
I'm digging
good.
the old Army Air Corps kind of a deal with the Navy star and bar in there. I dig that. The Navy blue. It's a little more deep than a royal blue. It looks good.
Sure.
No, looks a lot like my Defender hat. But
sure.
Yeah, it looks good, but I'm not seeing it. Bro.
No,
it's just like a Navy uniform. It's not like a. Now, hey guys, Navy guys, love you. Great job. This is just Armies. You win, you get to make these kind of comments, right? Isn't that the way it works?
It's sister service rivalry. That's all it is. I mean, come on.
It just says Navy.
Yeah.
It just says Navy, and there's an F-18 on the side of the helmet. The red, white, and blue looks good. Yeah. So
I'm telling you.
Why don't we show them? Why don't we show everybody? And if you're watching on the video, you're getting a treat. Go check this out on all of our YouTubes, and go to warhogg.com and kelleydefense.com. And it's a one-stop shop. You can check out the video shows and check these out. But here's the Army. Too bad you guys can't hear it. Sorry about that, but you're going to get the gist of it real quick. So here we go, Rick. And I fell in love with it right away. So they got the 9/11, the new building over there on that site.
Yep.
They got the Shanksville PD or PA. They got the Pentagon.
Yep.
Very appropriate. 20 years.
Yeah. President Bush has addressed the nation. That's what I'm saying, man. They just really hit the mark. And when you look at it, when it was the 20th anniversary.
Boom,
that's it, man.
You know what? I like it's at night.
Yep. It's
We've owned the night for the last 30 some years, bro.
Yep. Right. That low light walking out, it's like, boom. I mean, it's tight, man. So
Dude.
they did a really good job. So, put the 911 on there.
911-01. I like it. Yeah.
Yep.
Look at them
so
kicks,
they did,
bro.
Yeah. United we stand. So they put everything in there,
Dude, home run.
Yep.
Home run.
Yep. Got the whole task force dagger patch. And I mean, they did well, right?
They did. Yeah.
Addressing the whole horse orders, all that stuff. So my hat, like I said, I think just in that case, Army, they did some thinking. And I hate to sit there and throw Navy under the bus, but I will. It's like, I don't think you guys really gave a lot of thought to especially this pivotal time, what you got, and really the guys making the difference on the ground. So not going against anybody else, but man, Special Operations did some amazing stuff in the battlefield, both in Iraq and Afghanistan. So,
dude, isn't it? Dude, I get choked up. I'm tearing up right now.
Yeah, man.
This is what this means to you and I. Not just our service and all our brothers and all the relationships and things that you and I have done and friendship. These are people we don't know. These are people we don't know and that are playing this game. And it right through me.
Yep. And then they got ODA 7 or 574 on there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean they did a good job. They put some thought effort even with the crossed arrows on the collar, just like it is in the uniform. So I mean, really fantastic job on there. So
yeah,
hats off.
And as touched as we are and how proud we are, I know that the Navy guys are the exact same way.
Sure.
And I think that's why it's so important for us to catch this game and to, talk about what it means to us. It's everybody coming together from the Army and the Navy for this game to have a little fun, poke a little fun at each other, throw some jabs at each other, get out there and compete and, just doing everything at the top level that we can. And they even did it on the uniforms this time, bro. They hit it out of the park with those. You guys, if you're watching on the video, you know what we're talking about. Audio, you have got to check those out. Those uniforms are awesome. Awesome.
But here's the thing, Mark, right? This is the part people forget. So you watch any other college game. Okay, whoopee ding, right? So you're watching some guys play football.
Yeah.
Might go on to the pros, might go on to whatever. Here's the deal. Now, granted, for the most part, combat operations have ceased. But these are our future military leaders. And that's the difference that I think a lot of people forget is when you're watching this game, that's your next generation of military leaders going in there.
Yeah.
So that's where I think for us, it's got that special place, right? So it's not only is it, just some kid playing college ball. Nope. Once they're done, for the most part, they're not getting any type of pro deals or anything like that. They're sitting there going to go serve their time in whatever branch. Yes, for the Navy guys, it could either be the Navy or the Marine Corps. Some people forget that, but yeah. Of course, all the Army guys, they're going in the Army, not going to swab decks or whatever the Navy does. So,
yeah. But the midshipmen, they're going to have a tall task against this team, man, and wearing them threads, bro. It's going to be tough.
Hey, I just, like I said, my prediction, at least I'm going 21 zip. I don't see Navy putting a point on the board. So
with this particular offense and as stout as a defense is, and as much as they control the ball, I agree. I think it's going to be, if it's not a shutout, they're not going to score. I'm going to say 32-3. You say 21 zip. I'm going to say 32-3. That's my prediction.
Okay.
So, I think it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a great game. Yeah. It's going to be a great game for Army. And,
sure.
Navy's going to compete.
And I'm waiting to see.
They're going to get destroyed.
Yeah. I'm waiting to see. The other part I love is the signs that either the midshipmen or the Corps Cadets bring out, just harassing. So you think we're bad, dude? We're nothing, man.
Oh, no.
Read some of those signs they put up, just smashing the other side. It's epic, man. And every year, it seems like they get better and better and better. So that's always a good part to catch as well.
Yeah. What was it last year? They said something like, theirs is the only Waffle House that no one's in when it says closes at 11 or something like that.
Yeah, dude, they're just, I wish I could remember all of them. They're just absolutely ruthless. So
yeah. They, all the cadets with the gray, all the midshipmen with their blues. It's going to be neat, man. It's going to be neat. Yeah.
That'll be a great game.
So we're super excited for it, and it's too bad we extended out some. I know it was kind of a short notice. We didn't know exactly what was going because you had a travel day coming up.
No, hang on, stop. I'm going to stop you there. Quit making excuses for the Navy guys, right? So here's the deal, guys. We extended our invitation to our Navy brethren to come on the show to have a little sister service rivalry, right? Do you see
Crickets.
a one? No.
Crickets.
So let's just, shall we say, I don't know, scared maybe? Bah. So. Yeah, we tried to get some Navy folks on, and of course that's the Marines as well because they're all-encompassing Department of the Navy. And didn't want to come on. So I think they've pretty much showed their hands that they're going to get crushed. So,
just to show some of the odds here. It looks like it's a 7.5 point spread in favor of Army, so they're minus 7.5. And they're also the odds on the money line is minus 300.
Okay.
So, if you and the money line for the Navy is plus 240. So,
wow.
All
right.
You want to bet the dog? If you want to bet the underdog and make some money,
no,
be comfortable with losing that money. I'm telling you right now.
That's it.
Yeah, be comfortable with losing that because you're not getting that back. But if you do, you're gonna have a pretty good payday. So get after it. Yeah. Now, Rick and I, we have talked multiple times of trying to make it and broadcasting from the game. And we are going to make that happen. That is going to happen. Couldn't make it this year. Obviously with the way things are, it's not easy. Not so much. I don't think they had a lot of open tickets, if any, last year. So I didn't know if that was going to happen again.
No, because last year it was all up at West Point. It was all at West Point, right.
Right.
And I think what they did, if I recollect correctly, it was them basically bringing the Corps Cadets and the midshipmen. They could sit there and boom, whatever other, people they had there. But it wasn't like it was open. But that was the one place. It's like, hey, if you want to say restrictions, nope, we're all bringing them on the West Point, and boom, there you go. Yeah. So, one of these days we'll get out there, and I'll bring out, bam, the old green beret.
Oh man, yeah.
We'll have to broadcast with that. Although I might need something to cover my ears, because typically it's pretty chilly up there.
Oh yeah.
So
East Rutherford, it's going to be chilly up there. So super looking forward to it. Can't wait. Man, super happy that it's here again. It's just true marking of the end of college football season. I think that playoff, hey, all right, whatever. But Army Navy game in this house, and I know at the Hogg household, man, this is a big deal. And I'm going to enjoy it. We always contact a couple of our friends, make sure they're watching the game, checking on them, see if they're okay. I encourage all you veterans to do that at the same and reach out to your buddies, make sure they're doing all right. It is the silly season, and it's a great icebreaker to reach out to those guys.
Sure, man.
Have some fun with it. So especially if they're in the game.
Nice, easy. Yeah, nice, easy comms check, man. Say, hey, man, what's your prediction on the game? How you doing? Boom, there it is, right? So if you feel awkward reaching out to somebody, that's the way you do it. And go from there.
Yeah. So I'm sure we'll do something if we can swing a live or something the night of the game after it's over. We'll try to do that to show the celebration that will be occurring. I'm 100% confident of that. I'm sure you Navy guys and gals are 100% confident of that, but you're going to be disappointed. And we're going to knock that lead 63 to 58, whatever that you're going to knock that out here in the next decade. It's over. Yeah.
All you Navy guys, just get your tissues ready because you'll need them.
Yeah.
Nothing but
tears. It's going to be another disappointing year. Hey, hats off. I watch them and I root for them every other game.
Yep. Except this one.
Not this
Yep.
one. So, hey guys,
Awesome,
want to remind you, if you like what you're hearing, you want to support the show, hit the Patreon page, go to patreon.com/on the range podcast. We have Zoom calls, we got training, we got vlogs. We have all kinds of stuff that's exclusive to the Patreon group. We also have training tips and early access to a lot of our audio and video shows. Plus all the blogs and all the other things that go on our website typically find its way to the Patreon page. So go check that out. Don't forget to check out warhog.com/in honor of Duco. If you want to go over that a little bit, Rick.
Yeah. So the In Honor Duco project, Duco passed away July of this year. So a way to, number one, keep his memory alive is the In Honor of Duco project. So we've partnered with Scott's Wish, who is a 501c3 all volunteer organization. And then the second kind of mission set to that is I never want another Special Operations Forces K9 handler to have to make a medical decision on their partner based on their finances. Right. So in essence, when Duco was diagnosed with osteosarcoma, round trip, between the checks, the amputation, chemotherapy, $10,000, right? So that's in some cases, that's a big, hefty bill for people to swallow. And, we just want to make sure that funds are available for guys should they run into that situation. And then kind of the third part that we've added to is giving back to organizations where it made sense. So right now, we've already scribed 3 different checks out from our last fundraising event. One to a medical facility, and then two other organizations that's doing some great things. And yeah, man, we're going to continue to support, continue to raise funds. And, you guys can feel free, go to warhog.com/in honor of Duco. There's a spot right there. You can donate to Scott's Wish if you want to. And like I said, everything you donate, it is all tax deductible. And oh, by the way, we're all volunteer organization. We've got some In Honor of Duco clothing, and can't forget our Teutonic Distillery bourbon. So again, that, it's all fundraising for the In Honor of Duco project. So yeah, man.
Yeah, that package of freedom makes a great gift. Check that out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So again, guys, warhog.com, kelleydefense.com. Make sure you check out our social media at War HOGG Tactical and Kelley Defense and On the Range Podcast. So again, December 11th at 3 p.m. CBS broadcast. I believe CBS still has it live from MetLife in East Rutherford. Go and watch the 8-3 Black Knights of Army beat Navy. Go check it out. Yeah. Thanks for joining us, guys. Have a blast, and we will see you after the game. All right, pal. See you, buddy.
All right, buddy. See you, man.